Hey YouTube, the G-Man from Texas here with another video. Hey, today I'm sporting my new t-shirt from The Rhythm of the Florida Keys. Check him out in Tavernier, Florida. Great guys. Him and his wife have great videos out there. Check out their channel, The Rhythm of the Florida Keys. Thanks for the shirt, guys. If anybody has a shirt or a hat or something that they want me to showcase in one of my videos, just send them over to me. I'll be glad to do it. Hey, today I'm going to be making fishing flies. I'm going to show you how I make them. And maybe we can try them out here in the lake, see if they work. Come with me, guys. Hey there, YouTubers, the G-Man from Texas here, bringing you a brand new video. Okay guys, so today I'm going to be making sort of like a woolly bugger, but it's a combination of different types that I've seen in YouTube, and I kind of put a few of them together to do something I like. So I'm going to call it the G-Man bugger. I'm going to start by wrapping the shaft of the hook with this lead wire. It's going to help me keep everything else together. I like tying my own flies, especially for crappie. Although I have made a couple of saltwater jigs that I haven't tried because obviously I'm in East Texas. But I did send a couple to the Florida fishing couple down in Key Largo, and I'm excited to see if they work. Hopefully they do. Okay, so I got the wire here on the shaft. It's pretty nice, secure, and I guess we'll go on to the next step. Alright, so now it's time for the thread. Got black thread on my bobbin, and I'm going to secure this wire so it doesn't move back and forth on the shaft. As you can see, I have to push it up a little bit, and so by securing it with the thread, it'll stop from moving around. Once I get the front nice and tight, I'm going to do some 45-degree angle threading to prevent it from going into the cracks of the coils there of the lead wire. There you go. Put a generous amount of thread in there, and I see a little piece of wire sticking up. So we're going to get that in a minute. Alright. And I'm going to cut off the excess tag end here. And take care of this little barb here. Just push it down, make sure it doesn't stick out anywhere. Yep. Okay, there we go. Alright, so for the tail of this bug, we're going to use some gray marabou. Just make sure it's the right size, and we're going to secure it here with the thread, nice and tight. I'm not going to worry too much if there's any threads, little pieces of thread sticking out, because after all, it's a bug. It's going to be a hairy bugger when we finish. So let's make sure it's nice and tight there. And this gray color is pretty good here for my area, the stained water lakes. So we're gonna see what that looks like. Alrighty, so now we're gonna put a little flashing in there. I got this piece of flash cut in half, and up with these two strands here. Secure it with a couple of turns so it'll stay in place. Then we're gonna fold it back. End up with 4 little legs of holographic flash. You know, when the sun creeps through that stained water and hits that flash, it's definitely should make the fish at least get their attention. So I'm going to secure it sure you're holding the flash to the back there, and there we go. All right. Okay, so I'm going to add a secret weapon. A little bit of this chartreuse marabou. Why not, right? I mean, for this lakes here in East Texas, gray is a really hot color. They're attracted to it. But so is chartreuse. Those are the two main colors that hit here in the Egg Fork, for example. So what, you got two favorite things, why not put them together, right? It's like if you like chocolate and you love strawberry, if I give you chocolate and strawberry together, that'd be a great thing, wouldn't it? So here we go. A little bit of gray, a little bit of chartreuse. The two favorite things here in this parts. It's liable to hit. Alright, secure it all with a thread. Like I said, I'm not worried about little spikes here and there. It's a bug. Look at that, how nice. Okay, I'm going to put a piece of this gold flashing here. Just secure the tip for now. I'm going to use it in a minute. So just put the tip there and give it a few turns to hold it in place for now. Alright, that should hold it. And now for the crazy head, I'm going to use this chicken feather, courtesy of one of my chickens. And I didn't pluck it. It was on the ground. So I'm going to secure the tip of the feather here with a few turns. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take a minute to secure this. I'm going to use my wife's nail top coat. I don't think she'll mind. She's not here. She's in Miami visiting friends and family, so I don't think she'll mind that I use her nail polish. This is going to help hold everything together. The top coat clear nail stuff it's like a glue. It's pretty good. And it's transparent, so I'm going to put a nice generous amount, and that's it. Now we're ready for the next step. Okay, now I'm going to give it a little body. So what I'm going to get some of this gray marabou that I used, just take out a little piece of fuzz there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this around the thread, and that way as I thread the shaft with all this fuzz here, it's going to make a body, a buggy body. There you go, because the bug needs a body. Here we go. I'm going to wrap it around the shaft there. As you can see, it's coming out like a nice hairy body, huh? I have to make sure I don't cover the eye of the hook, of course, where the line goes. There you go. And now we're just going to secure it with a few turns of the thread. There's a lot of guys on YouTube making flies. I've been making them for a while. But as you can see, I'm not really an expert fast kind of guy. So, hey, if you got any tips for me, you can put them in the comments there. I'd love to hear it. All right, there we go. Nice. All right, so now I'm going to get that piece of gold flashing that I had secured here by the tip. What I want to do with this, I'm going to wrap this around the body, but I'm going to do it like in a spiral fashion, so I can leave like a groove between each pass. It's going to create these little channels in between the flash, and that's going to help hold those feather hairs in place. because I can't really put a whole lot of thread around the feathers because that'll flatten out the hair. So this putting the feathers inside these little channels, these little grooves, should help the feathers stay in place. This is something I learned from a particular YouTuber, and for the life of me I forget the name of the channel. I'm sorry, I can't give you the credit right now, but it seems to work really good. So as you see, we're coiling it, leaving a space between each turn, nice and tight. And believe it or not, the little groove, little indentations do help keep the hairs of the feathers together. Okay. Alright, so now I'm going to tie this up. A couple of turns behind the flash, and then a few turns in front of the flash. Alright, so now we're going to cut the excess flash off. Yep. And now a couple of turns, hold together. Now we're going to try to put that feather in place. Okay. So we're going to whip finish a couple of turns before I go on. Just make sure this doesn't continue to go forward. There we go. Alright. Nice and tight. Alright, let's put that feather in place. Get that head going. So you see how the stem of the feather just falls inside those grooves between the flash. It really is. It was a genius thing. Yep, here we go. Look at that head. Reminds me when I used to have hair. Woke up in the morning. Alright, I'll secure that front. The good thing about these bugs, you know, they don't have to be perfect. It's a hairy little monster. Alright, there you go. Right behind the head of the eye of the hook. Remember, we gotta keep that hole open. Alright, so we finish it. Couple turns. Make sure it's right in the neck. The eye of the hook. Tighten it up, nice and tight. Look at that, guys. Look at that crazy head. Ooh, if I was a fish, I'd bite it. Cut the excess stem of the feather. Just the thickest part. Get rid of that. Beautiful. I can hear it buzz. Nice. Alright, I'm going to put a couple of drops of this UV resin right in the tip, just for extra caution. Make sure nothing unravels, especially when you're jigging it out there over and over. Just a little dab right in the tip. Make sure we don't get the eye. Give it a few seconds of light. Just a few seconds to hold it in place. I can finish curing it later. Put more light or put it on the sun. Just a little bit there. Just want to hold it in place, everything. Make sure nothing unravels. Yeah, let me get the underside too. Put a little dab on the underside. And push this back a little bit. A couple of hairs there. Keep too close to the eye for my comfort. Alright. A little dab here on the underside. Just give it a few seconds of light just to make sure it stays in place. Just about done. Took me a little longer because I was, explaining in the video, but you can do this much faster. All right, here we go. Finished product. Look at this, guys. The Gman bug. Bzz, 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 bzz. Look at that. Look at that crazy head. Great style. I should have been a barber. Hey guys, if you like it, leave me a comment. Here are a few of the flies that I did this morning. A nice variety. Hope y'all like them. Good morning, Mabel. What's going on? I'm going fishing. Coming with me? Okay, so let's start out with the Gman bug, and we'll see if it produces. All right, so we're gonna try this chartreuse tiger is what I call it, that I made this morning. Let's see if that gives us any luck. Got him. Woohoo, crappie. Yeah. A little black crappie. Woo. Look at that, guys. I caught him on the Gman chartreuse tiger. Too small to keep, but it's a catch. All right, buddy. Get back in the water. There he goes. They work. It's a beautiful pond. Look at that, guys. Is that gorgeous or what? Nobody ever comes back here. It's private property. I know the owner, he gives me permission. And my house is right over there. See it? I don't know if you can see it. Right over there. All right, we'll try this again, right near the stump again. It's like the pond has a mouth going in, and there's a stump in the middle of that mouth, and there's a current. So conditions are pretty good, I think. I'm going to shoot this way so the current takes it towards the stump. See what happens. That stump was all the way out of the water a couple of weeks ago. We got some rain. And hardly anybody fishes this pond, so the fish are not spooked or overfished. It's close to the house. My house right there. Well, I don't know if lightning strikes twice, but maybe the Gman tiger will strike twice. There we go. There we go. Fish on. Woo! Bluegill. Little bluegill. Hey. Hey, man, the lure works. Got a crappie, got a bluegill. Look at that. Ooh, right on there. Beautiful. Look at that. Is that a beautiful fish or what? Did it right there. The lucky shirt. The rhythm from the Florida Keys sure did it. Thanks, guys. Here you go, buddy. What can I say? Well, there you go, guys. The Gman bug did not produce for me today. Doesn't mean that he won't in another situation. But the Gman chartreuse tiger sure did. Caught a crappie, caught a bluegill in just 30 minutes. And I'm gonna quit because I proved my point. Thanks for watching, guys. I love my subscribers. And to the next video, you know, like I always say, peace, y'all.